doing? It's a great Tuesday. So let's dive right into it. Are the Jets done? Now, as much as I love watching BYU, I wasn't a fan of this quarterback, and it took 4 plays for the whole hype of the Jets to go from super hype all the way to like that. Do I feel bad for Aaron Rodgers? It's funny. I don't feel bad for Aaron Rodgers, but I feel worse for the Jets than I do Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has been to a Super Bowl and won a Super Bowl. He has won multiple MVPs. His Hall of Fame is stamped. First ballot, some people could argue. That's one argument. Aaron Rodgers being first ballot Hall of Famer, I honestly don't care about. But I hope this quarterback doesn't waste a great defense and a great run game. Everything that was exampled on Monday Night Football of a great defense and a great running game is what I've always envisioned with my Tennessee Titans. But as I get older, I don't mind change. So now it makes me think, well, should I be wanting a better quarterback or another quarterback for my team? It just makes me wonder. Change, right? That's the whole point. The Jets need a change. They've been known for losing and being the second team in New York for, we'll say, 3 decades now. Even recently. People would still say that Giants are still front page material. I don't see it. I really don't. So my take on I didn't have the Jets making the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. I don't have the Aaron-less Rodgers Jets making the playoffs. Yeah, Buffalo lost last night. Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. This reminds me of the Josh Allen before Brian Dable. I don't know if you guys remember him. I don't know if you guys remember Deshaun Watson beating Josh Allen in the playoffs because of inconsistency, turnovers. I'll never forget, I was watching the Bills versus the Texans, and Stephon dropped the game, and fumble, but he happened to get it back. And I felt like ever since he got that fumble, he tried to change who he was, and he got better ever since then. But then Dable left for the New York Giants, and now they're like, so the next question is how do I really feel about Aaron Rodgers? Well, he's my third favorite, greatest Green Bay Packer quarterback of all time. Sorry. Talent-wise, Aaron Rodgers is probably the best. But I just could never stand his waffle, whatever. I'm sorry, not waffle. His relaxed, I don't care attitude. Maybe that's the reason why they did so good when it came to the important games. They were just so, because they just, I'm sorry about that. They were lackadaisical when it came to the playoffs. And probably because the quarterback was way too relaxed, was so carefree. The quarterbacks we love to watch are the uber competitive, the guys who are willing to run through a wall, not the guys who are chilling. I never in my day saw Steve Young say, hey man, yeah, just relax. It's only a game. I know Colin Cowherd said that he loved getting content from Aaron Rodgers. I personally can't stand it. I would take LeBron James's attitude over Aaron Rodgers. And everybody knows how I feel about LeBron. So also yesterday, not only did I hear about this at phone, I'm at work, and the guy says, hey, on the fourth play, ruptured Achilles. I said, what? No way, like, we're playing this. Aaron Rodgers, ruptured Achilles. If Aaron Rodgers does not play another down to go out like that, that would suck. That would just suck. I hope he doesn't go out like that, to be honest. Like I said, his talent is wonderful. It's awesome. It's great. But like I said, his attitude is the only thing that gets on my nerves. And his attitude, honestly, I think was like the reason why he didn't win more Super Bowls. And honestly, the only reason why he won Super Bowls was the one great. He had a lot of good defenses and he had a lot of good offensive lines. But this was the best run game he possibly had. And that was the only time Aaron Rodgers got to the Super Bowl. And that was under Mike McCarthy, who just basically said, we're just going to keep going and keep running. So, man. So the Jets are scheduled to play Dallas next week. Congratulations to all you Dallas Cowboys fans. There's no way this unprepared quarterback is going to come in and beat that defensive week 2. Now, there's only one catch. The reason why the game will be closer than it's supposed to be is not because of Dak, not because the offense is great for the Jets, is honestly because I honestly feel like the Jets will be able to run the ball in Dallas. The strength of the Dallas Cowboys has nothing to do with the run game. I have a really good feeling the Jets are going to run on Dallas for the tune of about 145 to 150 yards. And I think it'll keep the game close, but I do not think that that'll stop. I don't think that that's going to get them to stop the Dallas Cowboys in general. I feel like Dallas is better all the way around. Okay, hold on, Reyna. If you gonna sit here, Mr. Reyna, rewind, and you gonna make that comment, Get your voice on it. Come on in. Come on in. Wow. You're telling this kid, Zach Wilson, I already told you, it's Jay Cutler Jr. And you want him to come in and play like Trent Dilfer? If you want Trent Dilfer, you're going to have to go sign somebody else. And like I said, if you're going to make that, just go ahead and click on the link and come on in, brother. And Daniel, I want to say congratulations. Okay, I understand Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, but there is no Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnsons anymore. The closest to Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson has been retired for, I think, a whole 2 seasons now. And that's Fitzmagic. Or unless you go pull Fitzmagic from commercials and say, hey, come play for the Jets again. But I like your referencing, but at the same time, I don't see it happening. Like I said, I think we had that conversation prior to, me starting here. All right, my brother's here. Come on in.
What's up?
All right, so I love your referencing.
Yeah.
Okay. Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, the only guy who could come in and be anything like that is Fitzmagic.
Okay, but that's all he has to do. He just has to not lose the game. They're going to run the ball with Bryce Hall. I agree with you. They're going to run the ball with Delvin Cook. Right? But that defense is a lot better than that Giant defense. And Zach Wilson's a lot better than Daniel Jones. And those two running backs are a lot better than Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley don't want to play because he didn't get paid. So he's not even trying for 100%.
So
I told you, I like the Jets. Now, the
Jets are going to beat the Cowboys.
I'm saying it's going to be close, and I'm going to say that Dak's going to find a way to lose that game.
What is up with this Dak 8?
Because it's Dak.
He's going back to a 2-3 read offense. Did nobody pay attention to Dak's strengths his rookie year?
It's Dak. Dak's going to find a way to Dak it up.
Wait, which Dak? The Dak that threw a touchdown to Dez Bryant in the playoffs that got called off? Or the Dak from last year who was coming back from an injury?
Look. Let me tell you something. Ready to piss off a bunch of Cowboy fans? That ball hit the ground.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're lucky Romo ain't watching.
I don't care. He can watch it later. The ball hit the ground.
Okay. Ball hit the ground, but he had control going all the way down to the floor.
I don't know. Like I said, but I'm not gonna go there. But I'm gonna say
I'm not a Cowboys fan. I just call it like I see it. But I will say this though. If the Jets have a chance of beating Dallas, Zach Wilson is going to have this many turnovers. That's not happening.
Zach Wilson will have one turnover. I can see that. I can see him throwing one interception.
Let's rewind. The Giants' offensive line is better than the Jets' offensive line.
That's fine, but guess what? That defensive line for the Jets are a lot better than that defensive line for the Giants.
I agree. But I'll say that to say that they're going to get more pressure on Zach Wilson than they did Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones got sacked how many times? I'm just saying.
Okay. I personally think the defense that showed up yesterday and caused 4 turnovers from Josh Allen, who's supposedly be the next MVP quarterback and taking that team to the Super Bowl. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. But now I'm also hearing that their window is closing. I personally think the Bills' window is closing. But that defense is a lot better than what the Giants showed. So I think Dallas could possibly lose. Yes, I think Dallas could possibly lose to the Jets. The Jets could go 2-0. Now, I'm not saying I'm picking them as of a Tuesday at almost 7 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock your time on a Tuesday. But I'm saying that don't count the Jets out, saying it's going to be a blowout or it's going to be an automatic W for the Dallas Cowboys.
No, I didn't say automatic. I said it would be a close game because I think the Jets are going to be able to rush for a minimum of 125 to 140 yards.
So.
That's going to keep the game close enough.
Look, I already took $10 from you now. Do I got to take $10 from you again?
Okay, for those of you watching, if you don't know, we bet on the game last night. He said, hey, let's bet a pack. I was like, okay, how much is the pack? What's inflation? So it ended up being $10. I lost $10. I'm most okay. Well, I haven't picked yet. I haven't even gone through the whole roster yet to make my picks.
I understand that. I'm not sitting here on a Tuesday saying that the Jets are automatically going to win this game. I'm saying this though, that don't be surprised if Dak Prescott backs it up and the Jets find a way to win.
Why are you against Dak Prescott right now? He has one bad year of interceptions where he's coming off an injury, where nobody does well coming off an injury in the NFL.
Look,
the next year.
It's not really against Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott was wearing a different helmet, it'd be okay. But it's that star. It's those fans. And I've just seen a lot of Dak Prescott to where he is becoming more of a regular season quarterback, great fantasy quarterback, but don't do nothing in the playoffs.
I could name you 3 worse fan bases than the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm just saying, Cowboys every year, this is their year, right?
Right, but honestly, that's due to the expectations that Jerry Jones puts on himself, and he has a loaded roster almost every year.
And they don't go nowhere.
Yeah, they never go anywhere, but I'll say this. He drafts better than I'll say he drafts better than 90% of the NFL.
That's fine. He can draft better, but draft is good on paper.
Right, but that paper is the reason why the Dallas Cowboys are always in the conversation.
No, that's the reason why is because the networks are told you have to talk about Dallas Cowboys, just like Pat McAfee said in his show. You have to talk about Dallas Cowboys. The 15th past the hour, 30 minutes past the hour, 45 minutes past the hour. Oh, and then when we're going to break before the new hour segment, and guess what? We're going to talk about Dallas Cowboys because Jerry Jones is making that part of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it's not his fault. He's smart.
No, I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not smart, but I'm just saying sometimes you got to just put the product on the field, and we'll see. It's only 1 week. I told you, 3 more weeks. Come week 4, after week 4, I'll see where the Dallas Cowboys are. If they're 3-1, 4-0, hell, I'll even give you 2-2. Okay, maybe they just. But we'll see.
Put Baker in there too.
But look, like I said, in the NFL, every team is 1 injury away. Okay. Dak Prescott
just had their one.
Dak Prescott broke his ankle last year, 2 years ago, right? And I agree. And I think, and I heard this earlier today, so I don't want to take credit for it, but I don't like this field turf, this new AstroTurf with the rubber. I wish every stadium had real grass and dirt, because I think you get more and more injuries with this artificial rubber. I mean, I don't even like it in high schools. High schools are doing it now because it saves money on grass and it saves money on water. I get it, but that stuff's not meant to have stop and goal. And yeah, not saying that that's why he got injured. They're saying strained calf. He had a strained calf, so that if we have a strained calf, kind of weakens the tendons and puts a lot of pressure on the Achilles and it pops open. I mean, that could have happened to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's coming off a strained calf, and he didn't practice. He sat for the rest of the. He didn't have any football action until 2 days before the game. Like, he didn't play the regular preseason. He was resting that leg. And if you're strained, I get it. It was 9/11, and it sucks that Aaron Rodgers' Jets career could be him coming with which was just cool photo. I'm not even a Jets fan, and I would love that photo just with him coming out of the tunnel with the American flag. But I don't think his career is over. I think he'll come back. I think he'll come back next year. I don't think he wants to end his career like that.
Yeah, I don't honestly, like I said before he got on, I personally don't want to see him end like that.
So,
if he ends like that, that would suck.
This isn't I know people want to compare it to like Brett Favre, because Brett Favre left the Packers and went to the Jets, but he didn't go to the Jets because he wanted to go to the Jets. He went to the Jets because that's the only team that would make a trade. He wanted to go to Minnesota, and that's where he went. Aaron Rodgers wanted to go to the Jets. He wanted to bring them a Super Bowl trophy. But we'll see what happens. Do I think that the Jets should go off and get? I mean, I don't know. Did you? I heard today on First Take, RG3 is putting his name in the hat and said that people like him and Carson Wentz and Tom Brady and Cam Newton, they're all distractions. So why would you get a distraction player?
No, I get that, but it's funny you say that because the only name that I heard that actually makes sense, Tyler Heineke.
Yeah, but see, that's not what they want. They don't want a Tyler Heineke. They're talking about getting a guy that has a proven record of winning. So who are you trying to go get? You're going to New England, or you're going, what's the name? They showed video of Tom Brady in New York playing basketball with the son. Automatically is, hey, Tom, you want to come out of retirement? I know, come on, you come out of retirement, play for the Jets, help the Jets win that title. That's what they need. They want a proven guy. That's why they got Aaron Rodgers, because if they didn't want a proven guy, they would have kept Zach Wilson the starter from the very beginning. Aaron Rodgers would have never went there. But if they find a veteran quarterback right now, somebody that's won, what does that do to Zach Wilson? He might as well sign up for the XFL or the USFL. But you got to get someone that's in their system. And in that system, the only perfect person that was in that system, that's a proven winner. Not these backups that we could call, but we can go with Hundley and whoever was backing up him over there in. Well, you can't get Jordan Love obviously now because Jordan Love is the heir apparent. But you don't want one of those guys. You want a winner. So if you're and who's going to run that system? And there's no veteran that knows that system yet, unless you change it. You change it for whatever veteran you're going to get.
Hundley knows that system,
but I'm not talking about Hundley. I'm not talking. He is a proven. I'm talking about a winner. You don't want that. That's like having another. Okay, let's just see. Hopefully, we get a lightning in the bottle. If they're going after a quarterback, they want to go after a winner. They're going to go after somebody proven. They're going to go after somebody that's been to the dance, been to the playoffs, knows how to do it. And then you have to figure out, okay, if you do that, we're going to have to change our offense and go towards whoever that is. I don't see them doing that. I see
So,
them going with Zach Wilson.
if you want to go after somebody who's been successful in the playoffs lately, you wouldn't go after Aaron Rodgers.
No, but you want Aaron Rodgers because he knows that system. That's what I'm trying to just say. That's all I'm saying is that if you go after somebody that's a whole new system, unless you're gonna basically say, okay, hey, I'll just throw out there, I'll throw a name out there just because of far in the fun of it. Hey, Cam Newton, come to the Jets, okay? And we're gonna what kind of plays do you like? We're gonna draw up plays for what you like to do. You like to go on the run. You like to throw on the run. You like to, okay, we're gonna do block protection for the run, for a run for you on the run. We're gonna get a lot of plays where you scrambled out. Hey, Matt Ryan, come out of that booth. You want to come to the Jets? Or you're a pocket passer? Okay, let me.
I didn't. You know what? That's one person I did not think about. Matt Ryan would probably be. You said Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Matt Ryan. There you go.
Well, then
that makes the most sense, and he knows that system.
Call Matt Ryan, because last time I checked, Matt Ryan was getting clowned on national TV by the play-by-play guy saying, "Hey, you know this game feels like it should be 28-3."
Yeah, I caught that.
So, I personally, I don't know. Like I said, I was all pumped up. I mean, I think that the Dolphins are probably now the favorite team to beat the Bills in that division.
I still don't.
But I mean, that's like I said, that's an injury away from them being the same way as the Jets.
Yeah, and we would have thought that happened before Aaron Rodgers.
So, anyways, but I gotta go. They calling me downstairs to get some food. It's spaghetti night.
Thank you for jumping.
I just wanted to jump in. I wasn't sure, but I was like, hey, I'll just jump in on my phone. Don't even worry about my setup. So,
like I said, thank you for jumping on.
No problem. Anytime. And like I said, we'll talk. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow again. This might be a thing. I'll just be your guest for your shows.
You got it.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, man.
Peace.
So, thank you for Mr. Reyna Rewind for coming on. He brought up a real interesting point. You know, I didn't even think of Matt Ryan, like almost at all. Matt Ryan makes the most sense. We know he can sling the football around the yard. He's not that long in the tooth. We know he's durable. And that might be an interesting call. I heard, what was his name? I was watching, not First Take. I was watching, what was the name of that show with Joy Taylor? Speak. And Sean McCoy said Cam Newton. With that offensive line and its issues, and Cam Newton with his skill set, Cam Newton could get about 2,500 yards passing, about 600-700 yards rushing right now. I don't want to say his touchdown to interception ratio. I'll say maybe 19-11 for the rest of the year. But that's if he started next week and they went total flat package. But then if they did that, they would probably be giving away games early that they couldn't afford. So, other than a quarterback who knows the system, like Matt Ryan does, it's probably beneficial for them to stay with, Jay Cutler Jr. So, good luck, Zach Wilson. I'm almost there, Mark. Good luck, Zach Wilson. Um, you have all the arm talent in the world. We definitely don't worry about you throwing the football. I think they just worry about your maturity when you release the ball. Are you going to slide? Are you going to protect yourself? Because you didn't do that last year. This is going to be a very interesting season because Aaron Rodgers got hurt. And he got hurt in the AFC, which all the other AFC teams are saying, oh, thank goodness he got hurt. Not thank goodness because he got hurt. It's like, oh, wow, one less quarterback we have to worry about. Because we also got to remember there's still a lot of quarterbacks to worry about in the AFC. You know, nobody's worried about the Ryan Tannehills. Nobody's worried about the CJ Strouds. Nobody's worried about, so many others. But right now, oh, okay. Well, since you're talking fantasy, why don't you just go ahead and tell me exactly who it is that you traded me? What is the trade that you want? I know you're trying to fix your lineup. I understand. And oh yeah, the draft for it's on Friday night. Okay, so set your pre-draft and please let me know. Matter of fact, as soon as I get out the car and turn off of this episode, I will go ahead and check that trade out, and I'll see exactly what's doing. How you gonna trade one suspended player for another? That one I'm gonna have to think about. That one I'm gonna have to think about. Because A, you wouldn't even get back Kamara until week 4. I wouldn't get back Cup until week 5. Oh no, that one. If I give up Kamara, that takes away my trio of running backs. And one of my running backs already got dinged up in game 1. So I gotta see. You know what? Let's see how the waivers go tomorrow. And I'm sorry, tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, let's see how the waivers go tomorrow morning, and then we should be good. Man, that's a hard one. Kamara for Cup. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. That's a real hard trade for me to make. I don't know. Trade is on the table. Yeah. I read that. But that's a hard one. You're overcooking my grits, coach. Let's see. I don't need a starting running back. You need a starting running back. And I need a receiver. And you actually don't need a receiver. Your receivers are better than mine. I'm not worried about my quarterbacks. I got 3 solid quarterbacks. Well, one is up and down. One is solid. And then the other one's a rookie that I'm really confident in. Man, when he starts hitting 3 or 4 weeks, whew, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. My defense is okay. I got Pittsburgh's defense. Um, I got Myles Garrett, so I know I'm good there. I'm gonna have to think about that. Let's see what happens on the Let's see what happens tomorrow with the waivers and see exactly what I need. Because you're number one on waiver and I'm number two, so we're both on the bottom trying to be on the come up. What's going on, Leon? You like that game yesterday? Yo, Rams kick butt, man. My boy over here happy, walking over here like he got $1 million in his pocket. It's just cotton. It's just cotton. Who you got for Thursday? Minnesota at Philly. Yeah, I know. It is kind of a tough one because how you doing? It's kind of a tough game to pick for Thursday. Again, it's Tuesday. You got a whole nother 2 days to pick. I can't make my pick today because look, Hurts made a big jump, but Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback yet. I don't care what anybody says. It's the same thing y'all do with Lamar Jackson. Oh, he won the MVP in his second or third year, and oh my gosh, he's the best quarterback in the league. No, he wasn't. He couldn't even throw an out route then. You can't be considered the best of anything if you can't throw the route tree, period. Guess what? He can now. He marinated. He got better. Let's stop throwing these people on the top of the pedestal until they actually make it. Man. Oh, you're going to go with the Vikings in Philly. Wow.
Vikings over the Eagles.
Tell them.
Minnesota Vikings over the Eagles. I have to pick something.
You got a score?
What? 28-17.
Ooh.
That way.
And a 10. Ooh, that's nasty right there. So Philly ain't going to do nothing to Minnesota. Man, that's more. I want to know what the spread is now. Shoot. 28-17? So you think Jordan Jefferson you think Jefferson going to go nuts?
Some kind of crazy.
Ooh. So he's banking on Kirk Cousins and that craziness. All right. We've seen crazier. Sorry, I'm reaching in here for my shirt. Man, it's one heck of a Tuesday. And just so you know, here's an update for the Unfortunates. The Unfortunates is not going to be about the bottom 7 teams anymore. I'm going to talk about the worst teams in the league, obviously, after a couple of weeks. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the most unfortunate performance from the week before. And I'll talk about a few people. And I'll talk about a couple of teams. I'm just going to keep mixing it up. But my ranking for the bottoms of the league will stay. But it won't be the bottom 7 or 8 like I was before. It'll just be the bottom 3 teams of the league. Who's going to be chasing Caleb Williams? And then we'll go from there. So that's my whole change up with everything. And thank you guys for watching. Brother's getting here to work. I want to get up in here, make this money, you know, put some food in my family's refrigerator. You know, everybody got to eat. Um, thank you guys for tuning in. Love y'all as always. Catch y'all later. Peace. Where's it at? I just passed it. Outers, y'all.